Rick Ross, man. Welcome back to the channel. Like and subscribe, man. He gave Ross a whole nice little 50 piece to the head. I don't think Ross gonna come back because I don't think Ross want that problem with the game. The game is one of the rappers that really get it in, and he a real for real go getter when it comes to rhyming, when it comes to dropping songs. He actually a serious dude at that. So I don't think Ross gonna come back and say shit. And if he do, he gonna lose because the game crazy, and that's really the game been going through his own little issue. So it ain't like he got time to play with nobody. But you see, what happened is after so long, they kick you out the game, out the industry. So he ain't really like in the industry so heavy like he used to be. Well, he was a legend in the game. He still got that legendary status, but it's
Yeah,
time
he
for him
still
to
got his status for sure.
come and he came at Ross because you see Ross was going crazy at that's Stoner Trap too. Listen to Stoner Trap records too.
Yeah, what's that word, gang? Subscribe, Steve-O Stoner, man. We on the road to 50K.
She's pretty. Yeah, so he went on ahead and Rock was going crazy at Drake, and Drake probably addressed him slightly, but Drake had the main issue, which was Kendrick, so he wasn't going too much coming after Ross talking about what was going on. So he basically was dangling, you know what I'm saying, like sitting out there chilling, and it wasn't nothing happening for Ross. So I guess Game was like, you know what, I'll bring a little heat to him, see if he want to talk some shit. And we waiting on Ross to respond. They say Ross just posted a video of himself being in the studio. And the last time he posted a video being in the studio, he actually was coming at Drake. So
yeah, he released a raw ass record, and it was actually crazy because it's one of them diss records, but it's smooth. That was he does like what I like to call luxury trap music.
Right.
Like for upper echelon type of trap dude.
Right,
you know
right.
That's what Rick Ross
That's a
specializes
wave right
in.
there, luxury trap. I never looked at it like that.
Yeah, for sure. So, folks is doing his thing, but the thing about the game is he always been like a diss rapper, not a battle rapper, but you know what I'm saying? He coming at your throat, you know what I'm saying? And he want that top spot, so it's looking like he on Rick Ross' head from him.
Yeah, Ross ain't gonna fucking fold. Ross actually is up for this. If you gotta think about it, Ross is the only motherfucker who beat 50 Cent in a battle. So he ain't scared.
You think he beat 50?
100%. And I said like this because 50 Cent he's like basically like I would say Tom Brady. So he demolished it at the fucking comp. But then if you got somebody who was able to stick around and stay in the game and stay abreast and come back just
I don't think that's
boom,
a win then. I don't think it's a win. I think it could be considered a draw, stalemate, maybe, but win is to dominate 50.
I agree.
Win is to put 50 out like he put niggas out.
Right, so but see, like, it's the same thing like the Jay-Z beating Nas because he didn't demolish Nas, or Nas didn't demolish Jay-Z. He just had a better song than Jay-Z, but look overall, shit, Jay-Z is way more.
You're right. He kept his wave up.
Yeah, so it's like Nas became.
It can be a loss without you getting completely just demolished.
Right. I'm not saying it took him out. Like when he was going when Jay-Z. When 50 was going up against Jadakiss, he wiped him out. When he was going up against Fat Joe, he wiped him out. When he was going up against Ja Rule, he wiped him out.
Well, he wiped Ja. He annihilated him.
And just because they won a versus, it ain't like you listening to Jada. You know what I'm saying? Music, be it on though.
They was on top of the world when he challenged them.
Yeah, these guys, they fell off. And who only is the only person stick around? 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? Even though he's not doing music, he got waves in other genres. His name is still relevant.
Rick Ross out.
Right, and Rick Ross still got it.
But he still lost, gang.
And then it's really up to interpretation. It's not. I'm not the all.
Let us know in the comments if you feel like Rick Ross between 50 and Rick Ross beef who won.
But at the end of the day, that led to because remember, if you think about it, Game was beefing with 50 Cent, even though he was inside the clique. And what happened to Game when he beefed with 50 Cent?
He stayed on.
I doubt it. Because why he got to beef with Rick Ross right now if he stayed on? He's trying to get himself back in the industry. He's trying to get himself another wave
I only say this, right? Because they started beefing. I remember that time. I was a super G-Unit fan. They started beefing right after Game released his first album.
Right.
Which was the documentary.
Right, which 50 Cent
album sold like 5 million.
Right.
So look, after that, he was not fucking with 50 no more. They split, they talking shit, he dropping mixtapes against them, all that, but then he comes out with what? His second album, The Doctor's Advocate.
Right.
Sold 2 million copies, it did not fall off. A lot of them other niggas, when he came at Ja couldn't sell shit.
That's true.
It was over. You know what I'm saying? So the game stayed on for 2-3 more albums, gang. He stayed on. So it's like,
and then the game got,
because he got a whole coast. He represent the whole West Coast. That's why he couldn't take him out.
And then you see that Dr. Dre left rocking with him because Dr. Dre still rock with 50 Cent.
That's a fact.
So
that's a fact.
That game like, well, shit, I ain't.
Dr. Dre, because they got to represent that West Coast together, no matter what happens.
50 Cent is worth more money. He's good breed more money than Dr. Dre than the game. So that's why I say Game is trying to get itself back some relevancy because he know he could beat anybody in a rap battle, but ain't nobody gonna challenge him.
Yeah.
So it's like he got to jump out there. Since Drake ain't really coming back after Rick Ross, he said, "Well, fuck it, I'll just say it, and if Ross respond, I get to throw a 20-piece at his ass." I don't know if Ross gonna do that because Ross got all of that. In June is about 3 weeks from now. He got that fucking that car show at his place. So if he inside a rap beef and he start losing, that could look diminished in his brand when he trying to make money from that rodeo, that car company show in a couple of weeks. It's like 3 weeks away. It's like June 14th or something like that. So it's
it'll also look bad if he don't say nothing.
But see, again, he's gonna look at it like, Game, you ain't been relevant enough in the last 3 years for me to have to respond. I know
versus Drake.
Right. I know who you are, and you do have a name, but your relevancy ain't pushing me to be like, okay, what he's saying.
Drake, I gotta say something.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Because Drake got a big audience and his relevancy is strong. So I had to go ahead and respond. But for you, I don't have to say shit. You can say whatever you want to say.
You can say whatever.
Say whatever the fuck you want to say. I'm not saying nothing back. So now you just on your own beefing against me. Go ahead. And what's that gonna make Game look like? A nigga who's still mad he ain't back in the game the way he want to be. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's true or not, that's how it's gonna look. So that's why Game has to make a calculated step by trying to even beef with him, because how it's gonna look is like, man, this clucker ass nigga out here can't make a song, can't get a hit. So now he come throwing bricks at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's the same thing that Rick Ross and him is doing to Drake. Like, they can't make a hit, they can't make a dope song. Even Kendrick, this is his first #1 song. How's your first #1 song in 13 years of fucking diss record? You lose
so many.
Right.
So that wait, that shots, drank, pull up, drank. That wasn't a hit. That wasn't a rap hit, right?
But they saying this is
that was a long time ago.
Yeah, and this what
that was a long time ago. I was working at a Pizza Hut back then.
Yeah.
That was like
2012, 2014.
Yeah, that's 2012. Yeah, damn. Oh,
so it's like he ain't made a hit like that. And then Drake then has 17, and it's known facts.
Nah, yeah, other songs.
Well, I mean, they might have been hot, but they judge the Billboard, they judge all these spectrums that's going to give you the idea how much you got. And if you don't hit that plateau, then you didn't hit that plateau in their opinion. So it's like you didn't get. But Drake, it's not a conversation that he got #1s. It's not a conversation. So that's how I look at that, you know what I mean? But Game said what he said. We'll see if Ross got something to say. Y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think. I'm finna talk about something else in a minute. Peace.
Yes, sir. Storm Trap out.